What's happening, guys? Y'all just gonna have to bear with me. We're on a bumpy trip out of the old farm where we currently rent, trying to avoid all these holes out of this road. Well, let me give y'all a quick kind of fill in what's going on. I apologize. We are in a very big rush. Me and the kids were exploring the other half of the farm. It's actually somebody else's property. There's trails through the woods. We found one trail which we've already known it was there for the last year and almost a half. So we're deep in this trail. We're like way deep in the woods, and all of a sudden, as we're back here, we're just steady trail riding. We had just discovered like how far this trail is going in, and like we're talking about this trail, I believe it rounds the outside of the farm, and then we're talking about at least 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 acres, if not more. So we're talking about, this is a huge trail. Now we just already went in a good way. Sorry, just make sure all the kids are buckled up before we hit the main road. So we're deep. We just discovered a beautiful pond. It's me and the kids, we're back here, and all of a sudden I hear my phone going off for the first time. So I took the phone just in case, because even though work knows today I'm off. Today is, this is a good day, it's President's Day, so it is February 18th. And here's what I'm getting to. All of a sudden, I hear my phone go off, and it's one of my very good buddies. I've known him for like 18 years. He's like a bigwig with the county. I'm not gonna say names, but he does the permits for land and everything else out here. I see his number pop up, and I'm like, well, why is he calling me on such a day? He's letting me know that they're going to try to set my new house. So I told the kids, all right, we have to get out of here immediately. We need to get back to the house. We're going to ride down to the property, and we're going to see what's going on, because I had no knowledge of this. None of us in the family have ever got a phone call. I've told these people repeatedly, the land is wet. It needs to dry out sufficient. And I'm thinking at least another week of drying out so we can do our base for the house. And from what I understand, they're going to set the house today. So I figured I'm going to bring y'all guys along. We're going to see what these clowns are up to, because I'm highly irate right now. Now I'm trying to hold back because I have my children with me, but I'm going to end up having some words with these guys if I walk out there and I don't feel sufficient enough to do this. Because if any of y'all are not familiar with manufactured homes or modular homes or anything, or any kind of home, it needs a stable base to sit on. I know this property like the back of my hand. I've been out here, I've owned it for a year and a half. We just officially got it cleared. Let me see, I cut the last of the trees down at the end of January, and by around the first couple of days of February, I had a crew come out, bring me an excavator out, and I just paid them a small fee to just remove stumps, bury anything out in the distance that was shrub related, and basically give the property a shape. Instead of flat, give it a dome right around where the house is going to be. So this is kind of just catching it all up quick. I know we're into like 3 minutes of my ranting real quick, but we are only minutes away. Thank God that I moved to a small community. I am literally not far from the property, especially we were just scooting through back roads. Hang on, guys, and we're going to take y'all on this adventure. We got the kids, and the dog somewhere back there. And you might be able to see her in the back. All right, guys, stay tuned. Well, I'm bringing y'all on a bumpy ride, and it looks like these people have already brought half the house out without permission. I have no knowledge of what's going on here. So if you see that, we got a semi-tractor, and it looks like part of my home's already showed up without knowledge.
What the heck?
No. Well, they got a tractor out here. I don't know what's going on, if they've already moved something into position. It's hard to tell, or they got just a low boy out. All right, let me get up here and talk to these people. Mary. All right. Well, here's what I got going on. Let me explain it because I finally figured out what's happening. The company, which I'm not going to mention their name for legality issues, all they are is a mover from the manufacturer home lot that I purchased our house to this property. That's all they're required to do is move it and set it up. Good and bad. Good, they spread this 3 loads of hard pan that I had here. This stuff, for y'all that I'm not sure, a hard pan is like, it's a mixture of somewhere in between super hard clay and rock. The dozer was able to push it out, and that's what he had there. You see in those clips, he was pushing it out, and what he did is he went ahead and made a roadway for the dump trucks to be able to get in here in the morning. So tomorrow is moving day. Not literally I'm going to move into it, but there will be a house here tomorrow. Did I know about them coming out today? No. Today is President's Day. Yeah, only so many companies or whatever shut down for this kind of for such a holiday, celebrating our presidents over the years and decades. So I had absolutely no idea they were coming. As I let the guy know, it's very wrong of them to come out here and decide that they're going to move the house today without my knowledge, because they're such in a hurry to go ahead and get this house done. He went ahead and used 3 loads of the hard pan that I had allocated 6 loads to go under the house. So it's frustrating, but I have 4 more loads coming for here. So instead of the 6 loads, I'll have 4 or 5, because I think what he's going to do is he's going to come back and push part of this up there. He's going to respread it out, so he'll knock that out tomorrow. But it will leave enough of a hard base down. Basically, he went ahead and actually set part of my driveway up the way I wanted it. You're going to come in at this entrance. You'll come down, and I believe the magnolia tree, you're going to cut through there. You'll make a right-hand turn, and you'll come back out of the power line clearing. And that's going to make a horseshoe-shaped driveway out here. Me and the kids went ahead and they helped me restake all this out here. I didn't like the way I had my original idea. I'm like a visual type person. I had it originally churned, so I basically moved the first stake back approximately I think 6 feet. I moved it this corner back 6 feet and went ahead and took the other stake and brought it in 6 feet. 6 or 7 feet. We brought the whole house this way. So if it does still have a little bit of a churn, it's minute. And the reason I done that is you have to stay away from those power lines that are over there, so I can't have the house under them. So it wasn't that big of an issue. That was churned. So the corners of the house aren't under the power lines. It still gave me a good spot there. Now, if I can't do the driveway up to here to the front door, it's no big deal, because I keep forgetting that I want to build a big deck. So actually over there, you'll see some trees with the green on them way out in the distance. Those trees are going to be coming down, and that's probably, you'll be able to come up the driveway and basically get close to here and then turn and go out. So it's not that big of a deal. The shop is going in over there on that side of the property. But the other next thing is trying to figure this out is we're going to have a drain field. And because of that well back there, I need to be 70 feet away from it. Well, a little bit past that pole coming in a diagonal line is 80 something feet. So we decided to put the drain field somewhere in this general area. But what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to have it pushed back further and only remove a couple of these trees and cut into this berm, where we'll go ahead and put the rest of it, because it's going to be a massive sized drain field. I don't want residual rain coming off the side and flooding underneath of my house. Well, this is it until a little bit later on today. Well, here we go. This is later in the afternoon. I'm sorry, on the clip earlier, my battery died out. I think one of the kids accidentally activated the on button. But I wasn't hoping that we were going to beat them here. At least I get to see half my house. It's, at least here, it's in the roadway.
Wait, what about?
Back up, Leah.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing like
Well, here it goes. We got my new house getting ready to go in. They got it hooked up to the dozer. Dirt pad is finally done. And here she goes. Well, they're going to call it a wrap for the day, and I'm going to come out here and show you why. This will be probably the end of this video till a couple days more without rain and some sun. Let's make our way through this. Let's see. Can you see the ground's completely dancing? They put hardpan on top of the junk that the other company done, and it's not but floating. So it's the end for this video. We'll pick up several more days. I mean, look at this. Alright guys, this is going to be the end to this video, just wrapping this up. I give the guys from G&G, I believe it was Mobile Home Movers, I give those guys a lot of credit. It completely surpassed me how much knowledge they have, how friendly they are, and they're just a bunch of upstanding guys. They know what they're doing. They called the project for today, and the blame is going to be set completely right now on the original company I hired to do some excavating work. I feel more ripped off than anything. $3,000 to pull up a bunch of stumps, reshape the land, bury the stumps in a discreet location away from everything. So overall it wasn't bad, but what they ended up doing was creating me such a mess that my home will not be it's not going to be able to be set today.